Hello, trophies. Welcome to this 25-minute mini trampoline stretch and strength routine with I Jump Instead. I am Trophy Sally. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so excited to be on my rebounder with you right now, stretching and strengthening our bodies the easy and fun way. I love how man or woman or whoever invented the resistance mat floating off of the ground by 10 to 12 inches so that we could access the forces of the earth to strengthen ourselves rather than iron weights, which are good for strengthening our bodies if our joints are safe, but it can be very imbalancing for the body. And with rebounding, with accessing the weights of the earth against the entire body all at the same time, we are getting beautifully distributed, well-rounded, proportioned muscles head to toe. It's safe on our joints. Our joints are obviously stretching at this or strengthening at the same time, which is very important for progressing in our fitness journey. And we're also getting that really efficient lymphatic pumping inside our body, inside our lymphatic system. So it's an all-around amazing top choice workout, and we're all coming together today to take advantage of it. So let's go ahead and get started on this class. I'm on the JumpSport 350 Pro today, a beautiful rebounder. Look at this beautiful rebounder, this wide, sturdy handlebar, which we're going to use today in class because it's a performance bar. We can stretch deeper, we can strengthen deeper, and we can even take weight off of our lower body while we maneuver some stretches, which is an advantage to have the handlebar. So of course, we're going to use it in class today. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? You know, we like to say before we start class that we go barefoot. You can also wear shoes and you can also wear socks. And the only thing is that with bare feet, we have grip on the mat. With socks, we can slide around on the mat, which is an advantage. And then with shoes, we have more surface space grabbing the mat underneath our body. And so all three are awesome. So that's what I love about having a rebounder in our home and taking our rebounder with us when we go camping or when we go on vacation. We find ourselves on our rebounder in socks, in shoes, and bare feet. And we can use our rebounder with all three of those things and use it to the advantage that it gives us. Because I was camping, I had my shoes on, and I'm like, I like this. I like having more space under my feet to work the resistance mat. So enough talking, but I want you to explore all three, all throughout the day, anytime. So I'm hoping you're already health bouncing with me. I like to be in a normal, natural standing position here, where I find my feet just coming apart about 1.5 feet or so. I can balance without holding on, but then I am gonna hold on because now I'm gonna straighten myself up. I'm gonna use my handlebar to help me get into better posture. If I didn't have my handlebar, then there would be a little bit more wobbling, and I want us to be in perfect form as much as we can. Now we're gonna let go of the handlebar through class, but we're gonna start by holding on to it. So we don't need to hold onto it too much. We're just gonna have our hands here, and then we're gonna come into our bodies, all right? So we're health bouncing. We're already pumping the lymphatic system beautifully. We're already stretching our joints. Well, we're stretching our muscles and our ligaments and our tendons, strengthening our joints, making our joints more mobile already. And we're closing our mouths to nose breathe, which is the proper way to breathe. We don't want to mouth breathe. That dries the teeth out, okay? And also when we nose breathe, it warms the air we breathe. And a lot of us are here to burn fat. So we want warm air going into our body to maximize fat burn, okay? So good mouth posture is our jaw is closed, our teeth are not clenched. Jaw closed, eyes are relaxed, and then the tongue lays on the roof of the mouth. Perfect. All right, we're gonna stop bouncing and we're gonna get into a position in our legs where we can twist. And I want us to do a couple twists before we add the bouncing in. So while we twist, use your handlebar, stand upright in perfect form and twist back. I want you to feel how you're stretching through your whole body down to your ankles, because your ankles are in a fixed position on your rebounder. And so you're twisting and stretching all the way down, getting into your back, hips, shoulders, neck, knees. Perfect. Now come back to center and stretch. A lot of things, there's a lot of ways to rebound. We can do twisting while bouncing, and then we can not bounce and do stretches and then bounce between. It's beautiful. So we're gonna stop again and we're gonna do a big side bend here. And I like to bend this knee to give me a little bit more mobility. And then I like to go into this hip here, reach up, and now switch sides, swaying over, and go slow. Reach up, perfect. Now really come into your poise and form here. I want you to feel through your shoulder. I want you to feel all the way down into your ankle. Feel your hip, feel your core helping you stay in a good upright posture. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. And now health bounce. Getting that recovery between sets. Perfect. Let's go ahead and stop bouncing again, and we're going to look over our right shoulder, and then we're going to look over our left shoulder. Now we're going to look up diagonal over our right shoulder, like a lift in the chin, and then come back to center. Look up, diagonal, perfect, center, tilt the head, up, and tilt the head the other way. And then let's come down. Bend down, 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 hunching your upper back, and then come back up and health bounce. Beautiful. Excellent. Let's go ahead again. Make sure you're always positioned in a position where you feel balanced and you feel comfortable. We're going to do some shoulders. And when we do these, I want you to bring your core into it and your hips. So you're doing circles here. So big circles back, and you're bringing your hips into it, opening up your chest, hunching, opening, bending the knees. Little itty bitty movements here in your squats, just little itty ones. Now let's go forward and back, forward and back. Find your coordination. It's harder to do the coordination when you're going forward with the hips and the knees, but you got it. 3, 2, 1, and bounce. Grab those nose breaths. Love it. All right, now let's sway side to side, going into those hips. Push in through the balls of your feet here so that you can lift up a little bit more in your hips. And you're getting into your ankles as well. And now pull that core in strong. The obliques play such an important role in our balance on the rebounder and in our strength in our whole bodies. I think we often think about the core being just the front, but we forget about these beautiful obliques on the side. So I want us to just feel the strength on the sides of our waist here, helping us. Let's go 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and come back to center and bounce. Beautiful. All right, trophies, let's go ahead and do some squats, and this is going to lengthen and strengthen our quads, and it also works the core and the glutes. So get into a position where you can bend down and stand back up. Now, when you stand up, I want you to use your core and your quads. All right, so bend down. Now your ankles are getting worked here. You're bending down into your ankles, and then come back up, strong core. Now I love the handlebar here. I just love it because we can stay in perfect form. Feel that symmetry. Feel both of your legs pushing you up. Perfect. Let's go 4 more. How do you feel? Do you want to bend down a little bit lower? Do you like right where you're at? Do you want to hold it for just a minute? Let's go 2 more. Last one. And bounce. The heart rate comes up, the muscles are activated, we nose breathe, we recover quickly. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and do some more bouncing here. So I want us to do some hip twists. So we're gonna pop the knee out with a mid bounce in between. Of course, you can add more mid bounces here, or you can take the mid bounces out if you wanna get right into hip twists without a mid bounce. Slowing it down helps us go deeper. And as we get more and more advanced, we can work quicker and still go deep. But it's easier to just slow down a hair so that we can go deep into the stretches. Right now we're stretching deep into the hips, we're getting into the glutes, and we're also maintaining our perfect form. Now come up on the balls of your feet here because that helps you to stretch your ankles. It helps you to activate your calf muscles. They call the calves the second heart. That helps pump the blood through the body from the lower extremities. So we want to activate those muscles by coming up onto the balls of the feet. Feel your chest being nice and open. Your shoulders are square here. Perfect. We're gonna go 10 more seconds. See if you can land a little bit deeper into your knee points, your hip twists for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna come up and do a gentle twist. So we're gonna actually let go of our handlebars. We can hold on to our handlebars. I do like to let go and just twist gently right in the middle of my mat. Easy world. If you want, you can hold on to one hand on the handlebar and let one arm swing. It just gives you a little bit more mobility than having both hands. But both hands works wonders as well. Just that little extra swing in the arms helps to get into those lats, and we want to open and strengthen the lats. Another muscle in our body that's important, just like the obliques, and it's not often talked about. At least it seems like it's not one of the main muscle groups that people talk about. It's these beautiful lats, and it supports our upper back, which helps to support our spine. So we want to activate those muscles, and the arm swings behind, gets in there. Excellent, trophies. We're doing such a great job. We're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Health bounce. All right, open up those legs a little bit. We're going to do a glute tuck. So I want us to have the feet pointing outward just enough so that you can squeeze your buns. If you want to stop bouncing and get into a squeeze, then you got that squeeze, and then put a little bounce in. That's a really good way to get into your best muscle activation. If you can already grab it while you're bouncing, then grab it. Sometimes getting closer to the handlebar helps because then you can hold here, lean back a little bit, which helps you tuck more. So we want to activate those muscles for 5, hold it, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now relax them. Get that little recovery. And now we're going to do glute tucks, where we're going to tuck and tuck, release, tuck, release, tuck, release. Perfect. Again, it's close. It's nice to be close to the handlebar, but you don't have to be. I like to sometimes let go with one hand just for a little bit mobility, more mobility, and tuck, tuck, tuck. Now, this is also very core strengthening, so I want you to feel your core helping you here. It stretches with every stick out of the booty, and then it crunches every time you tuck your booty under. So feel that strength happening, and then also your hips are getting stretched. Perfect. Little heel bobs. My feet are mostly flat. Excellent. We're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now relax. Let's all do some humming. I'm just gonna bring some vibration into our bodies. So let's relax our eye muscles. Our jaws are still closed, of course. And we're gonna breathe in through the nose. And now let's all give a big hum. When you need a breath in through the nose, you can pick a different note. I'll go ahead and be quiet so you can do any note. Take another breath in when you're ready through your nose and hit a different note. All right, we're gonna go our highest note that we can hit. So inhale through the nose. Perfect. Now just relax. Excellent job. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do a little bit more bounce and a little bit more. I'm gonna have us do some hamstring stretching. Very important to do. So let's go ahead and pick up our bounce a little bit. We've got our handlebars here. So I want us to kick our foot out and have some mid bounces here. As you know, my experienced jumpers, you can pick it up to the pace that you desire. What I want us to do is stretch out our hams and our calves. We're also stretching out our glutes, our glute hamstring tie-in area, which is right here underneath our bum. And let's pull our toes back. And now we have the handlebar here to keep us in perfect form. Pull those toes, feel the stretching. Now, turning to the side and having one hand on the handlebar does give us a little bit more mobility or a little bit more flexibility with our movements. So feel free to do that. And then you can start working a little bit more on your core balance, which comes naturally. Pull those toes back. You can even spread your toes apart. That helps get into your calf muscles. And then go at the pace that's comfortable for you. So if that means add more mid bounces, do it. Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and do some hacky sack kicks. So easy little heel lifts right in front of us. And then you can have one mid bounce here, or you can have two mid bounces or even three mid bounces. Perfect. And let's stretch those hips out. This is the beautiful stretch for us to do to have easy world in our hip mobility. For sitting on the floor cross-legged, for standing up easily, all these movements stretch our hips out. And now, do you feel that core strength happening? Do you feel your obliques working, your abs working? Perfect. Don't let me tempt you to go too fast. It's not about getting more reps in, it's about getting reps in. So just be with your body, be at your pace, and stretch and strengthen your body. Excellent. Let's do some side to side kicks. So we're gonna just lift up and kick out, up and out. Perfect. And then we're going to feel our leg lift right out the side of our hip. So try not to kick forward or back, just straight out the side. Now use those obliques again. Feel that strength happening in that little crunch. Yes, every time you land on this single leg, you have all this leg strength happening from supporting you in your posture, in your balance. So everything is working. Be here with your body. If you want to be going at a faster pace, you do you. You work with your body. Excellent. 5, 4, 3. The last one we're going to do too is quad kicks. So we can lift our heel up, very easy, and feel that quad stretching. Now, we got to go slow and safe. The knee is moving a lot, so we want to make sure that we go easy. And as we get stronger, our joints are feeling stronger, we feel like we can pull that heel up a little bit more. Now the standing leg is supporting you and your posture. Feel that standing leg pushing down. The knee is a little bit bent. We're not locked out. And then the heel lifts and connects with the bottom of the bounce when the quad is in its lengthened position. So it's a beautiful pull down from the forces of the earth, stretching you, strengthening you. Perfect. Lift easy world. As many mid bounces as you need. Core strong in holding you up in perfect support, in perfect posture. Excellent. Let's go 4 more. And 3, and 2, and 1. Excellent. Gentle twist to finish it off. Muscles are activated. So we're breathing to feed those muscles, to fuel those muscles. Nice, warm, filtered air. Excellent. Let's go ahead and do some arm movements. I want us to jump some rope. Okay, so pull your arms in and throw the rope under your feet. Perfect. Now, while we're doing this, I want us to flex our jaw muscle, because that is a muscle that we are here to strengthen. So while we do this, I want you to just have this really easy lower lip tightness around your teeth, okay? So it's just on the bottom, okay? Don't think about the upper, just the bottom, okay? But then your mouth can close on top so that you nose breathe. And also, so it's like you could be playing the flute. If you flute players, you know how to make this face. Perfect, perfect. So as we jump, we can have this easy little jaw flex. And then if the neck gets tight at all, just let go. Let your neck recover and release, and then you can get back into your jaw flex. Perfect. Let's try a different movement now. We're gonna just do wing flaps, and we're gonna flap up as we go down into the bounce. Now keep those elbows in tight and feel your fingers tight together, and then make your palms facing flat up, straight up. Pull the elbows in. You could even pull your elbows back a little bit, and now feel that weight pushing and pulling your biceps and triceps and your shoulders. Perfect. Full upper body happening here. With repetition, you'll start to get that muscle activation fatigue, and then maybe a little jaw fatigue. Excellent. We're gonna go 15 more seconds. I want you to pull your thumbs in a little bit tighter into your hands. Relax your shoulders down and back. Pull those elbows as far back as you can for the last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now relax. Put your hands on your handlebar and just help bounce. Relax your jaw. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's do some sit bouncing, because sit bouncing is the best. I literally am obsessed. We start with rocking side to side. Stretch out your lats, your back, which is your lats, but your back, your spine, your lower back. Beautiful. I love pulling my elbow back behind, sitting upright, rocking. Now obliques, right? Lats, obliques. Feel those obliques. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and start bouncing. So you can do the easiest, breeziest baby bouncing here. And this could be to the extent of your sit bouncing with me today. If you want to do more, I like to lean. And when we lean back, I like to have a leg come up with me because then it helps me balance. So it's either one leg or both legs at a time. Let's just start with one leg, and then your hands are up to you where you want them. You can have them here, and you can lift one leg at a time. I even have been known to have my handlebar right in between here. Then I can have one hand on the handlebar and one hand next to me, and then I can lift up even easier and switch and lift. Look at that magic right there. So that's the easiest way to do it. And then you can just notice that you don't hold on to your handlebar as much as you want to work away from having too much support so that you start to strengthen even more, right? Perfect. It's just here for you to get into your reps of resistance against your abs in the lean and in the bouncing. So then we can work our way up to both legs. And we can even start with one leg and then lift the other. One leg lift and then pull them up. Perfect. We just want to progress. We want to practice. I don't even want to get you too far ahead in your mind, thinking you need to be progressing. No, you're just here right now with me practicing. Practice will make you progress so fast. Beautiful. And even if you were just doing lean backs without even leg lifting, phenomenal, phenomenal. Even if you weren't bouncing. Some of you might already be doing that. You're like, you know what, forget it. I'm not bouncing. I'm just going to do this. Look at this, push up or pull up, push up, sit up, opportunity that we have. Look at this. We don't have to be on the floor. We get to have our legs on the ground, which is lower than our butts, so that makes it easier. Then we can leg lift, and then we could even lift both legs, and we could even straighten and pike our legs. Wow, right? Look at this. Wow. Excellent. Excellent. All right, let's go. We only have 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Let's stand back up. So this class is a workout in itself, but it's also teaching you how to take these same movements into your next visit on your rebounder, with your rebounder. And so make sure your beloved rebounder is in a place in your home that's very inviting. It's very important. If it's tucked up against the wall or if you turn it up on its side when you're finished with class. I understand that sometimes we're very limited on space and we need to get it up and out of the way, and we know that we're not going to use it for hours and hours and hours. But if we do just give it a little bit of real estate in our home where it's very open and inviting for us to just get on while we make a phone call. And we can talk on the phone while we are just bouncing just like this. Or we're wanting a little break from our day. Or we're brushing our teeth. After meals, maybe you brush your teeth 3 times a day and you have your rebounder where you might want to run down and brush your teeth while you're on your rebounder. Or, you know, it's beautiful. You want to look outside to see who's out in the neighborhood, and you put your rebounder right next to the window. So when you do your neighborhood check, you're bouncing on your rebounder. So that's what I just want to encourage you to do while class is complete today. I want you to make sure that you give yourself the opportunity that you deserve to have to get on your rebounder more often, because when it comes to rebounding and results, I really do believe that it's about adding up the bounces, just like it is about steps. A lot of us, you know, think that when we hit that 10,000 steps a day, sometimes 15,000 steps a day, we feel good. We go to bed and we are feeling really accomplished. And we don't have to think, well, if I get my 20,000 bounces, then I'll be good. Muscle memory, cellular memory happens with even just 10 bounces. It's like it brings your cells back up to strong and healthy in just 10 bounces. And when we do it often throughout the day, it's like it revives us and it reminds us to, or, reminds ourselves what we're working towards and what we're achieving in our bodies. And because rebounding is a concentrated form of exercise, really understand that. Every pull is pulling on every cell in your body. It's so much different than just walking. Walking is just basically forward movement. But when we rebound, we're pulling on every cell. And so it's concentrated, it's multiplied by, I don't have an exact number. So 10 bounces is so valuable to our bodies. And so don't ever underestimate 10 bounces, 20 bounces, 1 minute, 10 minutes. Don't ever underestimate it. Get them in. Get 10 seconds in here and there. It will lift you. It will, bring you to a better mood and digestion after meals. If you ever feel like you want to just get some bounces and just do some gentles. And then also by the TV. If you're sitting on the couch and if you have that that rebounder peeking over at you while you're sitting on your couch, your rebounder saying, hey, come hang out. And then you're like, okay, fine. And then you get on and you just do this. Don't think you have to be doing more than that, but you can let your body be spontaneous and flow. All right, trophies. Jumping instead, that's what we're here to get you to do more of, and we love that you're here in class learning. Congratulations on being committed and being here in class today. Please give me a like. I love likes. Likes are my best friend next to my rebounder. My rebounder is my number one. And then also, comment below what other hobby you like to engage in, because rebounding really is an opportunity to be the foundation of your health and fitness, and then we can do more. We can walk, we can ski, we can hike, we can swim, we can go to yoga, we can go or we can play pickleball. We could do so many things because we have this foundational health and fitness. And so comment below, please, what other hobby would you love to get back into, or are you already engaged in, so that you can set yourself up for potentially getting it back into your life. I'll see you in the comments. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye.